is Michelle with Star Bright Mind. I am a certified hypnotherapist, and I am here to help you uncover your blocks, learn a little bit more about yourself, about the root causes of your issues, to let them go and truly create easy, effortless change in your life. It is possible. You can do it. It involves simply letting go and letting in. And we do that mostly and most effectively with our subconscious mind. So I'm here to teach you a little bit about that in this mini series course on creating change. Thank you for being here, and props to you for wanting to take the step to claim what is yours, which is the ability to change and that you deserve to change. So that's really important to remember when we're working on ourselves and we're trying to get rid of habits we don't like about ourselves and create good feelings within ourselves. It's always nice to just pause and remember that we deserve that. We deserve to be happy. We deserve to have the things we want. We deserve the change we seek. So good on you for honoring yourself and trying to do that, and you will do that. So yay. Thank you for being here, and I'm happy to share with you today in this video hypnosis. So a lot of people ask, lots of fun questions about hypnosis and hypnotherapy, like, can I be hypnotized? What if I do things I don't want to do? I'm scared that I'll reveal something about myself and be embarrassed, or go to dark places I don't want to go within myself. And the thing is, yes, we kind of talked in the last video when we talked about the theta state, that everyone goes in and out of the theta state, which is the hypnotic state. So you definitely can be hypnotized because you do hypnotize yourself. Naturally, your just body does it. To have another person hypnotize you involves a willingness. So that means that no, you cannot be forced to do anything you don't want to do. Number one, you are allowing the suggestions in, and you are not a child who isn't able to resist those kinds of inferences and just creating beliefs based on what's coming in and just doing, reacting to what's being suggested to you. As an adult, as a developed, human with full capacity, we are able to, even in a hypnotic state, have that protective kind of conscious mind step in and say, oh, I don't want to do that. So people do silly things in stage hypnosis, and they may be like, oh wow, I don't remember doing that, or I just felt compelled to do it. I didn't think I wanted to, but I felt compelled to do it. They were still honoring that suggestion with a conscious mind that could have kicked in if it really wanted to, if that makes sense. So a way I like to, an analogy I like to make is, if you are driving home and you are in a hypnotic state, a naturally induced trance from driving, highway hypnosis. So you're driving home, you're just automatically making the motions, you're going your usual route, you're not thinking about what's going on around you, you're in a different state. We've all experienced that. What happens if a car cuts you off and you have to slam on the brakes? Do you not slam on the brakes because you're in a hypnotic state and you're just doing automatic movements? Your conscious mind jumps right in to protect you and to make sure everything's safe, and is like, whoa, no, not okay with that. We're going to have to step in and make some quick decisions here. So your conscious mind is always kind of there and ready to jump in if it needs to. And this can be problematic for some people who want hypnotherapy and have a very hypervigilant mind that is afraid to let go because something bad might happen. But that is a belief that something bad might happen. That is not the reality of being in a hypnotic state. So it doesn't mean you can't be hypnotized if you are a hypervigilant or anxious person. It just means it takes a little more practice. If you want to be hypnotized, you can. So even if you find it difficult and you have resistance to it, if you are saying, I want to be hypnotized, you absolutely can be hypnotized, and we can get you there, and you can get yourself there. So let's chat a little bit about how to get there. So we talked in the last video about the brainwave states, and that we're in our beta mind, like thinking, processing everything, problem solving, making decisions. And then there's that alpha state where it's kind of like a light hypnosis. We're still kind of conceptualizing, but we're tapped more into that creativity and that relaxed state. And then there's theta state, which is the hypnotic state. So, and then delta, which is like sleep. So if you're constantly in your beta state and you're always looking around and you're always running, thinking, what's going on, problems, got to fix them, it's kind of difficult to just go from that to a trance where you're just like, oh, forget everything around me. I'm just going to focus on this one thing, and I'm just going to lose all sense of time and allow that to happen. So as much as we may want that beta brain is just like, woo, 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 I don't want to shut down. So it's hard to jump between them, basically, is what I'm saying. And that's for people who are hypervigilant. It's very difficult to just shut that off. But there is kind of a little trick that you can use to help get down to that theta state, and that is like the alpha bridge. So you want to first focus on just getting into the alpha state. And then from there, you relax into the theta state, and it's a lot easier. How do you get in the alpha state? Well, you'll recall in the last video, I also said the alpha state is the same state you're in when you're sleeping in the rapid eye movement, the REM phase. So, like with many things, we can mimic behaviors with our bodies that set us into a state. For example, our breathing's automatic, but if we start breathing really slowly, we tune our nervous system to safety, and parasympathetic nervous system kicks in, and we become more calm naturally just by choosing to physically breathe slower. So when we choose to do the rapid eye movement, we're telling our brains, oh, alpha brainwave state. Okay, let's go there. Quick and easy. So all you need to do is use your eyes and look up and kind of strain your eyes and keep looking up and close your eyelids down. Basically what you want to do is create a flutter feeling in your eyes. And once you feel that, you'll feel your eyes strain, but keep your eyelids shut. And you can slowly relax your eyes. You don't need to look up forever, but you feel that kind of fluttering. And then when you relax your eyes, you can kind of feel your whole body relax. It always gets me relaxed when I do that. It's like, oh my goodness. It brings me down. I've practiced this many times, like so many times. So it's, very quick and easy for me to go into a hypnotic state. But for you, practice it, right? And then once you're in there, you're already halfway down, and you could probably start some hypnotherapy right there. But you want to go a little deeper. So you just want to visualize a warm, welcoming environment for you, whatever that could be. It could be like an oasis, it could be a beach, it could just be a trail in the woods, and you just want to visualize yourself going down into that space. And it helps to count backwards from 10, 9, and just feel yourself getting more and more in that warm or cool or whatever environment, that welcoming environment that for you is just peace and safety and relaxation. And you just visualize yourself slowly, 10, 9, count yourself down, getting closer until 1, you're right there in that environment. And then in that space, you can start, if you're doing self-hypnosis for the first time, you might want to just affirm in a few things, but you're connected with your subconscious mind. So the affirmations are going to be much more powerful, and you're not going to have that resistance of the mind saying, yes, but. So if you say, like, I am wealthy, you're not going to immediately be saying, no, you're not. Your bank account doesn't show that. I don't see why you think you're wealthy. You only earn this much. Like, your conscious mind is just letting go, and then you're giving your subconscious mind the instruction, in this example, I am wealthy. And now your subconscious mind in your conscious daily life is still running, and it's going to perceive opportunities for you to be wealthy and that validate that you are wealthy. And as this continues to happen, things begin to occur that lead you on that path. And that may sound kind of woo-woo to you, but that is how the body physically responds to instructions, basically, to the subconscious mind. And that is how the subconscious mind responds to instructions that the conscious mind makes, or the kind of superconscious awareness makes. And then you see change. And the change is natural. The change is effortless. The change is easy. Now, you may have a lot of conflicting beliefs that are not conscious, yeah buts. They're actually internal subconscious beliefs that, in this example, we're talking about wealth, might be, I can't keep money. Money is evil. People with money do bad things. So if you have those beliefs, the affirmations, yes, are going to help in some form, of course, but you still have probably stronger beliefs that have been lingering a lot longer and running things a lot longer that I recommend highly addressing. And the best way to address those is to pull that up and feel. Feel the feeling you're feeling in your body. So I recommend doing this kind of work with a hypnotherapist. I don't, if you aren't feeling comfortable with hypnosis or just kind of working through problems on your own, I definitely recommend seeing a hypnotherapist to deal with this, because in one session you can work through a lot. But I'm telling you this because this is the process, and I want you to know you are empowered. You can do this, but you want to make sure that you're in a safe and healthy environment, right? So that's my little caveat, but I just want you to know that this is possible, and this is what I do with my clients in a session. So feeling the feeling is very important to release the belief. And if you don't know what the belief is, it's always good to ask, okay, I am wealthy. Why am I not wealthy yet? Why am I right now not wealthy? What is holding me back from being wealthy? And your body and your subconscious mind will tell you. And then you can kind of follow that. And a lot of the time when I do this kind of process with myself on my own, because I obviously, know how this works and use these tools all the time, and I kind of do it on my own in my own process, a lot of the time I end up reflecting on things afterward. So the full, release isn't always in one moment, one session, but I realize things and I have aha moments in the following days, and there is more clarity. And as I go throughout my days, I tend to take time just to relax and kind of pick up where I left off. And I always end when I feel a feeling through, or as far as I can, always then affirm in what you want. Turn to the good feeling. Don't sit and stagnate in a negative feeling. Just feel it, let it go, and then affirm in what you want. And you can do this consciously. You don't have to go into a hypnotic state to practice this, but in the hypnotic state is when it's super effective. So I think that's all I wanted to say about hypnosis, and that you can do this. I have all the faith in you. You're a human being. We all have this capacity. So don't doubt yourself. Know that it's possible. And I'm absolutely here to help you if you want to work with me, you can just reach out to me at starbrightmind.com, book a session, book a free consultation if you want to chat. I love talking to people, hearing about their issues, and letting them know how totally possible it is to create change. So this was kind of like the beefiest video of the series. I think it kind of holds in it the most practical advice, but it's good to know that and why it works. So it does work. Why does it work? Here are the tools. And also there, I forget to mention at some of the videos, but there's a PDF below if you want to download that. It's just basically everything that's covered in this video content, just written down, if that's a method you prefer, if you just want to have the steps in front of you maybe. So thank you for listening. I hope you give this a try and let me know how it works, how you feel, what challenges did you have with it. I would absolutely love to know how this worked for you and maybe offer you some additional advice if I can. So have a wonderful day, and we will see you in the next video where we talk about the power of repetition, and we'll talk a little bit about neuroscience and neuroplasticity and that as well. So see you next time. Have a wonderful day.